Hello everyone. The saddest news for you guys. Apologise for bringing you this, but Peppa passed away. She didn't suffer. It was completely unexpected and sudden. It happened Friday morning, and we are just completely devastated, sad.
His words. We can't believe we are having to say this, and we were never expecting to say something like this. But yeah, Peppa is gone. We're very much heartbroken. It happened so sudden, so quick, in an instant.
There were just no signs at all whatsoever. She was... The regular viewers, you guys will know that she did suffer from allergies, but we managed them well. She was getting a lot better, and you can see from the photos that I'm showing you guys now how she was and how we managed to make her better. She was suffering back then with all these spots and swollen pores and stuff, but she was getting a lot better. She was happy, and this just came from nowhere.
Yeah, she was all under control with the medicine, she was just getting on with life.
Yeah.
And that day when it happened, it was just nothing out of the ordinary, just a normal morning routine.
She had a breakfast.
Yep.
As normal.
As
she was
normal.
Excited as
Yep.
normal when she was eating a breakfast.
She always jumps on me before she eats, and then she eats, I take her downstairs for the toilet, come back up.
Did a normal routine clean in the morning.
Yep, I gave her eye drops, wiped her face.
And then it was when she went back to her bed, she'd lie down, and then she just passed suddenly in her bed.
Yep.
We did rush her to the vet, but they couldn't bring her back, and we just had to let her go. So we've just come back from a weekend trip, overnight trip, where we went to Llandudno in North Wales. Because she was getting so much better, it was summer. We just wanted to treat her and take her out, and with it being my birthday as well, we wanted to take this trip, and she loved it. She was so happy.
Yeah.
She got to see the seaside, and she really enjoys staring at the sea, looking out. Yeah, you can just really tell how calm she was when she was sat there. We were going to take her to the lakes, weren't we?
Like maybe like in a month's
Yeah.
or two.
And we didn't, because the weather is getting hot, we didn't want to take her at this time, right in the middle of summer, so we did have a trip to the Lake District planned for September when it gets a little bit cooler, so it would be better for her. But it was a few days after we came back from this trip that she passed.
Yeah, so it was all in that same week.
And it was just completely unexpected, because everybody who meets her will say she doesn't look 7
No.
at all. She doesn't look her age. People think that she's a puppy.
Yeah, they're shocked when we tell her, and someone even said 7 months. No, we said 7 years.
They asked how old is she, and we said 7. 7
Yeah.
months? No, 7 years.
Yeah, and then there was a previous person that you met in the park that said that she perks up.
Yeah. So when we first got her, and I used to walk her in the park early in the mornings, we met this lady in the park who used to walk her old English bulldog. And back then Peppa was really shy. Because she just arrived and it was early days, so she wouldn't really associate or socialize too much with other dogs, and well, she still doesn't now, but back then it was really bad. So and we haven't seen that lady for a while, for maybe a year or so. And we ran into her the other day in a different park, and she couldn't believe how Peppa's turned out, and she was saying she's really perked up, meaning that she's livened up a lot now, and she's completely different from how she was when she first came. When the previous owner brought her to meet us, I knew then from the first time I saw her, it was like, yep, she is the dog for us.
Yeah, we kind of made the decision within the time that we met her, really. Yeah. So we met her on Halloween 2021. It was a Sunday, I remember, and then in the evening we were discussing about it, and then we decided, yes, we will take her. And we,
a couple of days after, he brought her over and rehomed her straight away.
Yep. So she arrived November 2021, 2nd of November that is, and she's been with us, it was 7 years, 8 months, roughly.
I mean, the good thing is she didn't suffer. She didn't have to suffer.
No.
It was literally like someone just flicked the light switch and turned the lights off, and we took her to the vet, and we spent a lot of time in the grieving room with her.
Yeah.
And we did take pictures, but I don't think it's appropriate to post it on YouTube. Post the pictures on YouTube.
We made sure we was, with her as long as we could that day.
Yeah. But it just looked like you were saying, it just looked like she was sleeping peacefully.
Yeah. But yeah, she looked peacefully sleeping, just like normal.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the vets to contact us with her ashes, and that's where we're at now. But she was just a huge part of our lives.
Yep. She had such a big impact on us in the time that we had her.
Yeah, she was our life.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do anything else without her. Like if we're planning anything, it would be planned around her.
Yep.
Like, oh, where should we go this weekend? Where is it dog friendly?
Yep. I would search all dog friendly places where we could take her. We would, but obviously, under circumstances, not everywhere allows it. But we tried for her to be with us as much as she could, and she loved it. Whenever we start to get ready, she knows.
The hard thing as well is that the apartment that we live in now, we moved here in September 21.
Yep.
So we were still finishing off the renovation work, and it was a bit of a chaos. And then as soon as we finished everything, or just about almost finished everything, that's when we got her. That's when she came to live with us. So we hadn't really experienced living in this apartment without her.
Yeah, she's always been with us in this apartment.
Yep. And I work from home every day, so she's with me every single day.
All day by Daddy's side.
Say within 2 years, 8 months that we've had her, I would say 1 or 2 days, give or take, that I've probably, and it's not even a full day that I've left her. And if I did leave her for work purpose or whatever, Mom will be there with her. Mum will take the day off and make sure that she's not alone in the house.
Or she sometimes may come to my work in the mornings maybe, and then we try and, work it out from there, so that she's not all by herself all day.
And on the rare occasions as well, when we do just go out by ourselves in the evening or something, it would only be a couple of hours at max. We'd go out for dinner, just the two of us.
Yeah.
We recently got this pet cam as well to keep an eye on her.
Yep.
And I'll show you guys. It will.
Footage.
You can see the footage playing now of what she was like when she was at home. She was just so much of a good dog. She would not mess anything up in the house. When we leave her. She would just sit there, sleep, or just lie there in a bed.
Yep.
And every time we come home, she'd wait for us at the front door.
She'll wander every now and then to check on us on the door, but generally, she stays in her bed, sleeps, and then we would sometimes, check on her as well by speaking to her, just so that she can still hear us. But she does get confused, but it was just nice to see how she was and reassuring.
Yeah. We've had dogs before, and it's when they passed, it was sad, but it's nothing like this. She was so special. We just never refer to her as a dog. I mean, she was so loyal. The way she looks at you, it's like she's a little child.
Yeah, I've always said this. She to me, she's like a little human just trapped inside a dog. Because of her personality and her characteristics, she just behaves so differently. She wasn't like the dogs that we've had before.
Yeah, because other dogs would we take them out and they would, if we take them off the leash and they would just run off and do their thing, sniff around and run around with other dogs. But she was, you take her off the leash, she'd probably run a couple of yards away from us.
But that's to go to the toilet.
Yeah, have a wee, have a poop,
back.
And then just come straight back next to us. She would not leave our side.
She would always just want to be by our side, and because when I'm there, I would notice more from behind, because I would always see her looking up to check on Daddy to see if he's still there, making sure, and then carries on, then she'll look up again, and that's how she normally does walk when we're all up together. And she just stays close. You never have to call her or never have to worry that she would run off. And if other dogs walk past or try to come near her, she's just not interested. She just wants to focus on being with us and staying close. And there's someone even commented how loyal she was. Remember when we were at the park?
Yeah, people are always shocked at how loyal she is. Several people have mentioned it. People stop me in the street, stop me in the park and say, excuse me, how loyal is your dog? How good is she? What a good girl.
Yeah, because when you're speaking to people maybe in the park, she'd always look up at you and say, I'm still here and don't ignore me, I've got my eye on you. She would just be in awe basically of her dad, and just making sure that he's okay and that they're still out and about. She just wants attention all the time, but in a good way.
Yeah.
She just didn't want to be left.
The previous owners did mention to us in the beginning that you never find a more loyal dog.
Yeah.
And we didn't think anything of it at that time, but now we realise what they meant, and they did say that she just loved being loved.
Yeah. And there was also this unique trait that she does that we've not seen in any other bulldogs that she likes to do, which is like jump on us, especially the dad. But she only does it on us, no other strangers. It's just something that she would love to do. Like if
she always jumps on me, and you can see in the clips she's always jumping on me.
She just wants to be carried all the time.
She just loves climbing on top of me. On the couch. I cannot sit on our couch in our apartment by myself. Since she's been here, she always climbs up.
Anytime the dad sits down anywhere, she has to sit on the dad. Like if we're in the vet, she will be the only lapdog, bulldog on the dad's. Like
when we're at the cafe, the bar, the pub,
wherever,
always wanting to climb up on my lap. And I always do let her as well.
Also when she's sat with us, especially on the dad, she gets way too excited that she starts to grip onto the dad and obviously starts panting because of the overexcitement, and then she starts trying to hump as well. So sometimes we have to try and tell her to calm down and then put her back down.
So I think that's the only time when I would ignore her and not give her too much attention. I didn't like doing it, but it was for her own good, because she gets so excited and you can tell that she's struggling to breathe sometimes, and that she pants heavily. And recently, a month or two ago, we did notice that when she got to that exciting stage, she started having seizures.
It was like mild seizures.
It was very, very mild. She would just tense up and fall over for 2 seconds at max, because I'd grab her straight away and calm her down, and she would just return to normal within a couple of seconds. Now we don't know if this is related to...
But this happens when we're out in public. Because when we go out, she just overexcites herself because she knows we're all out together. And it's happened twice since we were all out together. So then sometimes we would try and go out separately so that she would remain calm. So
to try and calm her down, we have been giving her CBD oil, which seemed to have been working. Since I started giving her the CBD oil, her head tremors, which she normally has when she gets excited, they had calmed down. And also she hadn't had any seizures since I started the CBD oil. Like I said, every kind of issue that she had, pause, allergies, head tremors, seizure, any little thing, we would get onto it straight away and we would manage them, and everything just gets better. Everything was getting better, so this was completely
out of the blue. She was
unexpected
on the mends, just carrying on. She was doing well with her walking, because before she would sometimes found walking a bit uncomfortable, but no, she was back on track
because the pause was so much better. No more swelling,
no more inflammation, no more bleeding, no more pus leaking out.
Lesions around her chin and face, they were all getting better.
She had no more spots, and her folds was just looking better, so everything was normal.
as we speak now, it's been a week, just over a
Just
week,
over a week.
and we still wake up and we're still tearing up.
Yep.
Because she used to sleep next to us in our
Yep.
bedroom, next to our bed,
Yep.
in her bed, and she sleeps on my side, so I would turn over. As soon as I wake up, I would see her. She
Yep.
was the first person I'd see.
Yep, she would.
And now everything is just empty, and the snoring is gone. I wake up in the morning, she's not there. I go to sleep at night, and it's just silent.
It just feels empty, basically. When it happened that day, I don't know what it was, but it just felt echoey and just silent.
Anytime we're talking in any of the rooms now, it just feels echoey and empty.
Yeah, because you obviously hear the sound of her feet, of the patter, when she jumps on the bed.
We would never have thought we'd miss the loud snoring when we fall asleep at night, but now it's just so, we just realised it was so comforting.
Yeah, she was literally our comfort blanket. So it does make it harder waking up in the morning and then also going to sleep, because we would, play with her before she goes to sleep, and she would still be, playing with us even though she's like half asleep herself, because
putting her to sleep, really. Putting her in a bed, making her bed,
getting her bed ready,
and then wiping her feet, because she still uses Duoxo pads, which are antiseptic wipes, to make sure her feet are completely clean from bacteria because of her allergies. So we would do all the nightly routine of brushing the teeth on some days and wiping her feet pretty much every night, and using sprays on her feet.
And the Cortivan spray, that was to help the inflammation.
She was always she was just the best girl ever. She would never bother anyone, people or dogs. The only people she'd bother was us, and that's in a good way, in an affectionate way, where she'd jump up and asking for attention. That's all she did.
The happiest thing that made her was,
all she cared about was us, and being either on us, around us, sitting on us.
She just seemed to wanted to please us by just being with us and getting our attention, to just play with her, and just, we didn't have to do anything with her, just sitting with her was enough, and she was happy. And like we've said before, she's not a typical dog. Like, she's not interested in playing with other dogs when they come near her.
Toys. She didn't like any toys at all.
Nothing. She'd just rather sit with us, or
her favourite things were us.
And food. They were the two things.
That was it. She didn't care about anything else.
No. And she also hardly ever barked. It was on a very rare occasion, so people who don't know wouldn't even, like in this apartment, would know that there's a dog, because she was just so quiet. She never made a sound apart from snoring, but that's all really. But like I said, she was just different to any other dogs that we've had, and
in the best way possible.
Yes.
We do understand that bulldogs can be a lot more affectionate than other dog breeds, but she was just on a level of her own. She was, we'll never find another dog like her ever again.
Even if we were considering, we know there would be no one like Peppa.
Her original Kennel Club registration name was actually Brock's Bull Bath Horizon, so that's her real name.
Yeah.
And the breeder was called Mr. Brock, and we've been trying to locate him to see, you know, if he's still breeding or not, just to keep our options open,
Yeah.
really, if we did want to get another dog in the future. But right now there's no way that we can.
Have to really think about it, because as you know, you become so attached and have this close bond,
Yeah.
and to go through it all again.
So we noticed these flowers in our car park where Peppa used to play, and these flowers just bloomed like pretty much the next day.
Yeah.
After her passing. Bit of a coincidence, but they bloomed in the exact same spot where me and Pep would wait for her mom to come home from work every day. So you can see here, this is our spot where we sit, and there's our car in the back, and there's 3 flowers.
Yeah.
It may be a sign depending on what you believe.
Yeah.
So since then we've gotten some yellow sunflowers for her.
Just to brighten up the window, because she used to like sitting near the window, and she would just lie there and just have her moment.
So we just wanted to make this video showing a compilation of some unseen footage that we have of Peppa, and unseen pictures, because she will be remembered, I'm sure, by a lot of you as well, and she'll never be forgotten by us. We do still have footage from the trip that we just had to Wales, which we will post, but we just wanted to get this out and update everyone. And we do still have a lot of footage that we never used for YouTube, so we do want to post those as well in the future.
Yep.
But for now, hope you enjoy these clips.
Thank you for supporting and showing love to Peppa. Please watch this and hope it all makes you smile, because she certainly made us smile and more. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for all the support that you've shown. It is up and down at the moment. We do go through sad times, and then when we watch her videos and
Yeah.
pictures, she'd make us smile again,
Yeah.
and then we just go sad
Yeah.
because she's not here. When we turn round after looking at the screen where she used to sleep, where her bed was, and she's not there anymore.
Anyone with dogs, just capture every moment. And thank you again for supporting Peppa.